Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Working with Working Man Ron Doyle. Got a little bit of a informative video for you all about auto accidents and accidental collisions. And it's my misfortune, but I want to make you all aware of certain things if you're operating a commercial vehicle. Things to look for. On March the 19th, 2022, it was a Saturday at 2:30 p.m. I was leaving the local Home Depot parking lot and traveling out to the main intersection that dumps out on 13 in Salisbury, Maryland, and the lady basically took my right away. I was at a green light. I'm going to do another clip of this video in the process of me leaving this driveway or this parking lot from Home Depot and running through this intersection. I'm going to show you where she impacted me, but the aftermath of the damage caused quite a bit. I happened to see that she was pulling out on me, and I slammed on brakes to hopefully contain most of the damage into the door of the truck, because if I kept on going at normal speed, she would have hit the utility body on this truck. And from my understanding, talking to the utility body installers, the upfitters, when you have damage on the utility body, there's very few shops that will actually repair a utility body. Most of them are swapped out, or if it's minimal damage, the doors themselves are swapped out and then the doors repainted. But this one happened to impact the passenger side door. It impacted the step, and that's a factory step that I added, and bent the handle back. You know, a little closer look on that. So basically, the whole door is going to have to be replaced. The step bar at the base is going to have to be replaced. A little bit of scuff on this front fender. I think that'll be buffed out. Doesn't feel any dent in it, and a little bit of dent right in here that can be filled. But the body shops are telling me it's between $3,200 and $3,300 in damage. Finding out from the body shops that on a particular truck like this, they do not pre-order parts for the job at hand. They get the truck in, they take the truck apart, find out what it needs, they do the order. I asked the body shop, well, generally, if you had this part in stock, how long is this repair? He said there were 2 body shops replied between 3 days and a week to get this repair done. And due to not having this part or pre-ordering this part, this truck is going to be out of service for 2 weeks, causing me to have to offload all my content that is in the service body on both sides into a rental vehicle. So enough of this. I'm going to get you, we're going to go on our way on heading south on 13, and I'm going to show you the path that I took. Bear with me a minute. Fighting a pretty bad headache today. Probably a lot is to do with this, but I wanted to read through some of the details. And we had a little bit of wind going outside, and I wasn't sure if you all would be able to hear much of what I was saying. So at the incident that happened at 2:30 p.m. on a Saturday, March the 19th, 2022, called the police officer, which was Maryland State Police. Approximately 45 minutes, and I called him back up again, and I asked him, I said, what's the deal? Where are you at? I mean, me and the other lady that caused the accident, we're both waiting in the Sam's Club parking lot. And they said, oh sir, we've already been to you. The accident's been closed out. And I said, excuse me, no it hasn't. We're still here, Sam's Club parking lot. This accident happened on a 3-lane highway, physically on the highway in Salisbury, Maryland, in front of the Sam's Club parking lot, or would be gas station. They've got a gas station on the corner, and the location is Route 13 at North Point Drive. I was heading in the southbound direction. She was also heading in the southbound direction. I was making a left-hand turn on green. We had 3 lanes of turning traffic left, and I was in the middle lane. And I'm going to go through the intersection so I can show you exactly what had happened. I did know that I had a car on the side of me and another car that was coming up on this side of me. So I know I had to stay in my lane. Looking at that intersection through GPS, that intersection is marked really well with white turning lines that turn left. So I was more focused on that. I went through the intersection. I seen that she had made a full stop. She was in a red Toyota extended cab pickup truck. And we're waiting in Sam's Club parking lot. The officer comes back out. It was about an hour after the impact. We had left the highway, and I told the lady to meet me at the next right-hand turn, which was Sam's Club parking lot, so that we can exchange insurance information and wait for the cops. I didn't want to jam up 13 and fearing that somebody else was going to impact and run into the back of both of us where we're taking up 2 lanes of traffic. So I cut the wheel sharp like you're back in the trailer, so that would minimize damage. As I was backing off, I was actually turning away from her and she was turning away from me. My driver's side window will not go down now. The passenger side window, back rear passenger side window, is what I rolled down to communicate to her and how to turn off. She was an older lady, and we were able to get apart and then go down to Sam's Club parking lot. We exchanged the insurance information. We had actually made contact with the insurance company. She's with Nationwide, and I'm with Erie Insurance. She had a standard policy. My policy is a commercial policy. Due to the type of vehicle and the way that it's outfitted, it has to be under a commercial policy for the whole truck to be covered and insured. So the state trooper showed up. He took each one of our information, and I informed to him that she did stop at the traffic light. Of course, she was making a green, or she was making a turn on red. I'm making a turn on green. We're both heading in the same direction, and when she runs into the side of me. So we get a piece of paper, and I did not, and it's my fault, it says Maryland State Police. It says Motor Vehicle Collision Information Exchange Form. This is not in no means an accident report. So me making this video, I want to inform you, if you get in an accident and the cops show up and they don't offer you an accident report, you request it. I don't know why he didn't give one. So thinking that this was all I needed, I'm now 47. I haven't had an accident since I was 16 that was claimable. I mean, I had some minor dings, people backing into the front of my truck, and come out and see red paint, or one occasion was yellow paint on the bumper, and another occasion I had red paint on the rear bumper. I had a guy on a moped. He ran into the back of me at the intersection in Seaford, flipped out in the highway. Thank God the guy wasn't killed. It was suspicious that the moped was stolen, and the cop called a rollback. They confiscated the moped. It didn't cause enough damage for me to be concerned to call my insurance company. It scuffed the Line X up on the back bumper of my utility body. So I wasn't worried about it, as long as he was okay, and cop did his part. But so I haven't been in an accident in quite some time, and this is a learning process since I was 16. Now 47, and I'm going through this. 16, the accident was my fault. This case, the accident's her fault. When she ran into me, I rolled this window down. First words out of her mouth: "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. Are you okay?" My book, that's admitting guilt. I don't know how you all see it. So we're sitting in the parking lot, and state police comes up and swapping information, and she admits guilt to him. Basically the same thing. Officer, I was at a red light, turning right on red. She said she didn't see me. She ran in the side of me. So, Monday morning rolls around. I've got this vehicle information exchange report. I did call my insurance company after talking to hers. She was on the phone with hers as we were waiting for the state police. I called mine, and basically she said, just do a follow-up on Monday with her insurance company, and everything should be fine. Well, that's what I thought. Not making any big deal of this. And we were happy that nobody was injured. Was the main thing in this accident. So Monday rolls around, and I call her insurance company, which is Nationwide, and it's still active insurance. And I talked to a guy by the name of Justin Falden. Justin Falden, F-A-L-D-E-N. Exchange number, his exchange number is 11002. And he informed me that he needed a vehicle accident report. And he said, I said, well, I got that. So I got it out and I'm looking at it. He said, well, read the top of the page. Maryland State Police Motor Vehicle Information Exchange Form. He said, that's not an accident report. He said, I need an accident report for us to take your claim. And I said, well, the cop didn't give me one. He says, we're going to need vehicle camera footage from the intersection. He said sometimes we have to subpoena that to get footage from the cameras. And I need to talk to our client that is insured with us and see what she has to say about it. I said, okay. So I said, you're going to give me a call when you find out some information. I said, I'll go to the state police and I'll see if I can get a vehicle accident report for this case. And he said, okay, good. I said, I can send this as a picture text message to you if you'd like. He gave me a bogus, or a number that would not receive picture text messages. So went to Maryland State Police. Maryland State Police, of course, everything now is, because of COVID, we're still in the remnants of that. You go in the front lobby and it's locked, and you talk to this guy behind the window, and he told me that he said, well, the officer that went to the scene of the accident, his name is Corporal R. Watkins, was out of the office. And I said, well, tell me what time he shows up and I'll wait for him. I need to talk to him about this accident to see if I can get a vehicle accident report from him so that I can get this cleared up with my insurance company. And he said, well, we're sorry, sir, he's on vacation. He won't be back for a little bit. So I called a week later. He's not back. I called another week later and got a response that he'd be back on Friday. 3 weeks into it. And I said, okay. I said, well, I really need to speak with him. So I got in my truck, and without this accident report, I'm a rock and a hard spot, basically. I said, called the insurance, her nationwide insurance, and talked to Justin Falden again. And I said, all this can be resolved by doing a party call. I said, I've already talked to her on the phone after the accident had happened. Her vehicle was repaired within 2 weeks of having the accident. She's the one that caused it, and had her insurance company pay for full coverage, did the repairs on her vehicle. I'm going to add pictures to this video, so you'll see what her truck looked like. Ours has now been repaired. Mine's still in limbo, it's still damaged. Both of our vehicles were able to drive away, because I asked this Justin Falden, and I asked my insurance agent through Erie was Brian Alexander. I asked him, and he said, number one, he said, were there any bodily injuries? I said, no. I said, she was fine, I was fine. I said, okay. Were your vehicles able to be driven away? And I said, yeah. Mine is totally operational. I can open the door. It leaks air. A whistle going down the road. I haven't seen any rain come in yet. I don't know. I haven't checked the floor lately, but she's gapped open pretty good. So he said, was her vehicle able to be driven away? And I said, yes. I said, but it shouldn't be. He said, well, why is that? I said, she couldn't physically get her driver's door open. And I said, Maryland state law, I said, a vehicle will not pass Maryland state inspection if the driver's door will not open. It is an egressable passage for the driver to be able to escape. Her door wouldn't open. The cop that showed up, Mr. I just said his name, Corporal Watkins, tried to open the door, and he couldn't get it open. So I said, are you going to call her a wrecker? He said that's totally up to her. So she felt comfortable getting in on the passenger side, driving away. So no accident report was filed. Well, Mr. Watkins came back from his vacation, and I did some investigation work, and I parked over at the Sam's Club gas station, looking out at the intersection to see if I could get a witness to speed this process up. And I'm looking around, and I look over to the side, and I see a gas station attendant at a booth. He comes out. So I walk over to him, and I asked him, I said, do you have camera footage of this parking lot and possibly some of the intersection? He said, I wouldn't know that. He told me the name of the lady that was working that day. I read it. Diane at Sam's Club in Salisbury, Maryland, was working the gas station at that time. I haven't spoke with Diane. I don't know if she witnessed the accident, but he said you could get more help from customer service desk. I said, okay. So I went inside Sam's Club. I'm not a member. My mom and dad are. Talked to the lady at the customer desk. She went back to the office where she said they did the footage. She came out smiling, said, we got the footage. And I said, you got the footage of the intersection in front of the gas station at Sam's Club? She said, yes. It shows the intersection. We got the accident. And I'm like, great. I'll just need to wait for the cop to get back. So the cop came back on a third week out, the Friday, and I stop up there, and after I'd made contact with him on the phone, he actually picked the phone up. He was on, I guess, incoming calls, and he recepted the call, and I started talking to him about it, and I met up with him at the police station outside. He came out and looked at my vehicle. He said, your vehicle's not fixed yet? And I said, no, sir. I said, that's why I'm here, to speak to you. I said, some way, somehow, either Justin Fowden at Nationwide Insurance is stalling the process of getting my vehicle fixed, or Miss Kay Farley from Seaford, Delaware, Laurel, Delaware, is not telling the truth. She admitted guilt to me, and me having another conversation with her insurance agent, Justin Fowden, he informed me that she didn't admit guilt. You know, what's the problem? She admitted guilt to me, she admitted guilt to the cop, and now you're telling me, her insurance company is telling me she didn't admit guilt. Oh, I was ticked. Hey, let's do a party call. You know, we'll get this crap cleared up real quick, in a hurry. And he said, well, that wouldn't hold up into a court of law. I said, what do you mean? I said, you're doing video recordings right now. You're recording every word that I say and every word that you say, and you're telling me you can't do a party call and hear 3 parties at one time? It won't hold up in court? Come on, Justin. Who are you trying to pull? You know, Justin Fowden at extension 11002. If you don't like your job and you can't do your job, I inform you to get a job that you like, that is admirable and honorable to your character. If your the insurance company Nationwide that you work for is telling you to lie, cheat, and steal out of people so that they don't have to pay claims, do the admirable thing and quit your job. Find something you like to do. This, in my case, and how you all are treating me, is totally disrespectful. I'm trying to operate a business here, a business vehicle, a commercial vehicle. I'm a little hot. You know, I'm going on 7 weeks into this. I took off a day of work. Went and got 2 estimates, got 1 verbal estimate, and also went over to box truck / rental vehicles. So I went to Enterprise, and I went to another vehicle, a rental facility in Southwood Drive Industrial Park, Salisbury, that rents out commercial vehicles. That could suffice and get me by. Well, I found out, word to the wise, if you have a commercial vehicle such as mine, which is a utility body, it is full of material. This truck is rated at 10,000 pound GVW. Right now, with full of fuel, me in it, and content, I'm running 9,460 pounds, I believe. Hold on a second. I got a weight ticket back from 6/23/2021. Right now, I am riding 9,380 pounds. That's full of fuel with me in it, no passengers. I have to keep a weight ticket due to Wicomico County Ferry not wanting to transport me across. They have a 10,000 pound weight limit. Well, I'm under that DOT weight limit of being a commercial vehicle and have to stop at the scales. But what I want to inform you, if you do have an accident and your vehicle is being repaired by a body shop, most of your insurance companies will, the other person's insurance company that that inconvenienced you will rent you a vehicle that you can get by with. So me calling the rental shops, all the rental shops have half-ton, three-quarter-ton vans, and they have some small box trucks. And I said, well, that'd be fine. So I go up there and I'm looking at these 2 different facilities that are local to Salisbury, Maryland, and I'm finding out that these vans don't have anything in them. They're bare. Rubber floor, got some 1x3 slats on the wall. That's it. And I looked at the guy and I'm like, well, where do I put my stuff? He said, put it in the floor. Okay, as a business owner, I need to be proficient in doing my jobs. I need to know where things are at so that I can go into a service call and I can do it without eating the customer's time up. That's not practical when you're rooting through your crap that's laid all out, strewed all out over a van floor. You're charging the customer $80 an hour to do a service call, to do electrical repairs in their house. They're going to be a little ticked when you're outside for a half hour and they come out to check on you, think you passed out, and you're just rooting through your crap trying to find what you need. You know you got it in there, but you can't find it. I'm trying to express my point to Justin Fowden. I need a rental vehicle. I need a rental vehicle that's acceptable to what I'm doing. Now, on my commercial truck policy, commercial auto, I got another vehicle, so I dropped the rental coverage on my vehicle. So if I cause an accident, okay, it inconveniences me. I can jump into my other truck. Not a problem. When someone else hits me, their insurance company should pay for a rental vehicle. That's what I expect. That's what the norm is in the insurance industry. She hit me, I get a rental vehicle. I get one that's comparable to what I've got. I'm willing to work with a van for 2 weeks. That's fine. I'll just have to deal with it. Told Justin Fowden that, okay, I'm going to have to get 4 small shelving units that will fit the height of a van that I can secure to each side of the van. I can load all my stuff from this utility body onto the shelving so that I can continue to work proficiently in doing my job. He said, you'll have to collect the receipts on that and submit it to us after the claim has been filed. And me dropping my auto coverage, I was thinking about getting my insurance company to get involved into this process to help speed this up and getting some repairs done. And me calling my insurance company because Justin Fowden's dragging his feet. I call my insurance company and they see that I've dropped my rental coverage, and they said, well, her insurance company would pay for that when the claim goes through. And I said, I understand that. I said, but I dropped my rental coverage. So going to the process of getting a rental vehicle for 2 weeks, I would have to pay out of pocket, and I've got prices, and they were real close, within $1,000 to $1,100 for a 3/4 ton extended length commercial van. It's 3/4 ton, bare bones, rubber mat. Okay, damage waiver. It's going to be between $1,000 and $1,100. And if you go over a certain amount of miles, they're going to charge you for that. And then I got to buy a shelving unit. Okay, so we're now at $1,100 times 2 weeks, $2,200. 4 shelving units, 2 small ones for each side. You're like $150 a pop, so we're another $600 for that. So $2,800 I'm out of pocket to get myself set up in a rental vehicle so that this truck can be repaired properly. I feel that that's a big inconvenience to me. So doing this video, hey, I want to let you all know these are things to look for. And if you get involved in an accident, you haven't prepared yourself, such as myself. Talking to a body shop, hey, I got to unload all the content. I get the rental vehicle over. Should I pull it here, in your property, and I can swap and exchange content from one van to another? Okay. So I'm buying 4 shelving units. I'm setting 4 shelving units up in a van, securing it to the wall, and I'm offloading the content in this truck and putting it in a van so that I can continue working. I'm ballparking it right around 4 hours to unload this van, or unload this truck into a van. I get my repaired truck back. I have to spend another 4 hours, take the content from the van and put it back in the truck after the repair is done. So we're talking a whole 8 hours just for nothing. I've lost a whole day of work going around getting some estimates, and another few hours to do some investigating of phone calls, running through the scene of the accident to see if I can scope out some potential witnesses. I did Facebook messages through my friends and family to see if anybody has witnessed the accident at the intersection at that time on that day. Nobody's replied back. Nobody witnessed the accident that would come forth. It was shared by, I believe, 6 different people, friends of mine. Didn't get any clarification through that. The cop, after I made communications with the cop, he seen what I was going through. He wrote a formal email the following Monday to Dustin Falden at Nationwide Insurance, and he also forwarded it to Brian Alexander, my insurance agent through Erie, and basically stating that she admitted guilt in front of me and in front of him, and that she is at fault. And he basically spewed everything out sentence by sentence in the way I've told you it happened. So still trying to get some clarification. This may be part 1 to a 2-part video after the repairs are done. I'm going to do a time lapse on how long it takes to offload the content of this truck into a van. I'm not going to film that part, but I will have a timer on it. I might film part of it, but probably give you an overall perspective of how the insurance company treated me, and things to look for in getting your repair done on your commercial vehicle. I just want you all to be informed. If you have an accident, the Corporal Watkins told me if I would have requested a vehicle accident report on the spot, more than likely he would have given it to me. And I asked him, I said, well, what are the reasons that you didn't write one that day? He said, we have so many accidents at that scene overall in Salisbury. He said, if that's all we did was write accident reports for every accident that we went to, we wouldn't be able to conduct any other business in Salisbury. He said the accident ratio in Salisbury is high. There are accidents every day, multiple accidents. The reason they were late getting to us at the Sam's Club parking lot is when they went to that second accident, we were the first one, they went to a second accident at that same light. They thought they were talking to me and Kay Farley, which they weren't. So we were accident number 1. There was another accident there, accident number 2. And there was a restaurant right in front of Sam's Club that was blocking the view. We couldn't see. We knew something was going on out there. One of the female state troopers, her cruiser broke down in front of the restaurant, and they had her towed off the scene. So, real busy time out there Saturday at 2:30, and that's the reason they were late getting to us, which, I mean, I understand. So right now, I'm going to flip this camera around. I'm going to drive through and take you the exiting path that I traveled and show you exactly where she came across and where the impact happened. I'm going to throw some additional photos up of my vehicle, her damage, so you all can get an idea. The impact wasn't real severe, but it was enough to cause her vehicle about the same amount of damage as my vehicle. Just want to, give you heads up. Get a vehicle accident report before you leave the scene. Get out of your vehicle, leave the vehicle in the intersection, turn your flashers on, go around the vehicle, take pictures of the intersecting points, try to get both vehicles in the same picture as how they are now impacted together, to aid in your case on fighting the insurance companies. If Justin Falden is watching this video, shame on you, bud. In my opinion, you're not doing your job. Quit your job, get another job. We're going to take you all through the intersection so you all can see what happened. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the parking lot, Home Depot parking lot of Salisbury, Maryland. And getting ready to leave the parking lot, I went in and got my aerosol spray paint that I needed that day. And I'm going to pan you around. Make sure I lock this in so it doesn't move. You all got the bird's eye view of the front of the truck. 2019 Chevy Silverado with a nice bent in door on the passenger side. Still functional, but it is damaged. I'm going to take you through the scene of this accident. You all can see what happened that day. Oh, that's nice. Cut me off right there. This intersection right here, leaving the Home Depot parking lot, can be kind of dangerous. We're coming up to a stop sign, and this intersection up here at this traffic light that we're going to is Route 13 North Point Drive. Now, vehicles coming across this side right here do not have to stop. They've got a straightaway. You can see them on the left-hand side, and I am approaching. I am in the turn lane. You see them three turning arrows. I'm in the center lane. I'll put my turn signal on. Now if you look up, there are, you can see that traffic light, there are solid red lights. And right across the street, right there, is the Sam's Club parking lot that you can see. I've got a vehicle to the right of me that you can't see. I don't want to put it on wide angle because the camera mount distorts the view. And I've got a gold color vehicle on the left side of me. Now you can see these vehicles right across here. That white SUV is making a right turn on red. He's got a red light. He's got a red light now because the opposing traffic. This direction is southbound. That direction is northbound of Route 13. Now I did check the lights after the incident to make sure that timing of the lights seemed to be proper. Everything seemed to be okay. The cars turning into the Sam's Club and Walmart parking lot have the right of way now. They've got a green arrow. That's why you've seen so many go across. All right, now these cars coming across here have the right of way. Here soon we're going to get a green light. Now we got a green light, green arrow turning. Pay attention to this truck right here. I'm going to pay attention and stay in my lane. That truck right there that you just seen pulling that trailer would have been Kay Farley's vehicle. Now we pulled in to the Sam's Club. I missed it by one turn. Take you over there and I'm going to show you where we waited for the cops to show up. Now right here, this is a one-way road. Vehicles can only go right. Now where I pulled up into this parking lot, you can see it's a Sam's Club, and I pulled right here. She pulled behind me. Now in this position we are right behind a Moe's restaurant, and we are by a Sam's Club. Sam's Club's right there. Walmart's right there. The intersection that she came out is right over there. Now I'm going to start the truck up. This is where we met up to do vehicle exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, we're leaving the Sam's Club parking lot. I'm going to show you the path that I'm going to show you the exiting path that she took in her vehicle. Now I can't tell you if she left from Walmart or if she left from Sam's Club, but I'm going to take you in the same path where she impacted me. We're coming up to the to this intersection, and this is southbound, this is northbound, and she's heading south and I'm heading south. I'm coming from the center lane on the opposite side. I would be situated right where that pickup is, right there. Now if these lights work out and we're still at this traffic light, you'll see how they get the right of way to come across and how she impacted me. And it doesn't look like our timing on this light. I've got vehicles behind me waiting, so I'm gonna go on red after I yield. I'm gonna stay on the turning lane, this far right lane, because I got a vehicle coming up on my left side. But we turned at this intersection right here, This is the nearest intersection adjacent to the accident. I didn't want to stop in the middle of 13, causing possibly another accident for us to get rear-ended, because we're now blocking 2 lanes of traffic. We're blocking 2 lanes of traffic. We pulled in to this parking lot and she pulled up behind me. And this is where we waited for approximately 45 minutes to an hour for the cop to show up to do vehicle exchange information form. And what I didn't know what we needed was an accident report. Now I'm going to post pictures in this video of the actual damage, and this is where we took photos. I'm going to go ahead and place these photos in right here so you can see her damage and my damage from different angles. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for it being, I guess, a rant. That wasn't really my intent. My intent is to make it educational, informative to you all, and things to look for when you're involved in an accident. I pray and hope that you all don't get hurt if you do get involved in an accident, but it does pay to better prepare yourself, and knowing the ins and the outs of how insurance companies are, how they work. If you're worried about loss of use of your vehicle and you causing an accident, get rental coverage on your vehicle, so that your insurance company will rent a vehicle for you if you cause an accident. If the other party is at fault and they cause the accident, their insurance company is supposed to rent you a vehicle that's of a comparable size to what you have. Hopefully all of that works out for you. If you do get involved in an accident, like I said, there may be a part 2 to this video if I have any other issues getting compensated for my time, my loss of vehicle use, or the vehicle repair itself. But anyway, look, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day, and stay safe out there.